That's perfect. And let me get the host back. Or whenever you're done, Marty, I guess you send it back to me or whatever, and then I'll be ready to roll.
Welcome, William. Welcome, Christina. Thanks for joining us. Chris Stanovich, Johanna Kitika.
You got it, Milo.
All right. Thank you, Marty. Good to see everyone.
Is joining us. Amanda Arnold, thanks for joining us. Carolyn Lawrence, David Skellies, thanks for joining us. Let's see who else do we have here. Mike C, Mr. Chandians.
Thank you.
You as well. Thank you, Mirthlin. All right, Alan G is joining us. Thank you, Alan. Let's see who else. William Delome, how are you doing today, William?
Much better, Julie. I'm getting more exercise now. I can't wait till some apples fall where I can go every third day.
That's pretty awesome. Ron, thanks for joining us. We can bring Ron on as well.
Won't be long, William. It won't be long. I think the apples are getting ready to fall for sure. It's going to be an exciting day.
James, thanks for joining us.
I think everybody's going out for a walk today. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. Hey, Eric. Hey, Ron. Good to see you guys.
Lewis is here. Do you want the chat to run, or do you want to disable the chat, Milo?
It doesn't matter. You can leave it run as long as it doesn't start covering up too much, you know.
Right. Everybody, Lynn has posted the kind of little instruction, the little guidelines. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining us on the chat. So if you don't mind, if you're on the panel, please read it through. And it's just the guideline that we would like to have since we are doing live stream now. And then as soon as you've done that, we can start turn on the chat so that everybody can chime in. But we only have a small group today, so we would love to hear from you. If you raise your hands, we'll bring you on. Thanks so much, everyone.
Invite people to come on and talk.
Yeah.
Invite all your friends. All right.
All right, Milo.
You ready? All right, let's get this show started. Here we go. Julie and Milo show is here today. You don't miss a single word they say. Bringing you founders from near and far. Listen as they tell you now just who they are. Listen to the stories and how they tell. In just 3 minutes how they're doing well. Telling us what it's all about today. And how they are love in that own passive way. On passive. It's a here today on passive. There's just no better way. Listen to the Julie and the Milo shows. Then you can be the very first to know on passive. It's a here today. Julie and Milo show is coming your way Saturday on passive. Oh yeah, Julie. Take it away, Julie. Ow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Julie and Milo show. Today is April 9th, 2022. My name is Julie. I'm coming to you from Orange County, California. My dear friend Milo. Milo, if you could please say hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? It's Milo from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you, Milo. Welcome all our friends around the world, founders across the world. Guests, welcome you as well. Welcome everyone who are watching us via YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us today. Please hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that when we do one of these live or when we post video and information out there, we would love for you to plug in and also get notifications as well. Thanks so much for joining us today. Today, we really wanted to take this opportunity to just have an open mic, open topic. Anything that you like to talk about. We do have a small group today. I know it is beautiful outside, and believe me, I would like to go outside and enjoy the weather as well. But I know that you are here because you love On Passive and you want to support the Julie and Milo show. So we do appreciate you so much for yourself being here as well. We truly appreciate you. And today we wanted to have an open mic, an open topic. But before I go ahead and send it back to Milo, I'd like to remind you that in the past week, last week, Milo and I had interview the founders who traveled to Boston. And yes, I said the dream team, more like the dreaming team, because all of us are the dreaming team. And the people that went to Boston were the represent of the founders around the world. We were there, but all of us, just remember, we are all in the dreaming team together. I just want to make that one point clarifications. Another one is that all the videos that are interview the travelers to Boston are now in our YouTube channel, and I believe there's a few other YouTube channels also posted out there. There are things that we discussed on the webinar was not on the interview. So would you like to hear things that from the perspective of the people that travel to Boston's, please look for those videos. And we have more travelers that we are going to bring on and interview as well here. I see we have Lynn, we have Ron. Who else was there that's not here? Chris, we already did that. And then there are also people that travel to India as well. So we're going to start rolling out those interview shortly. And then myself, whoever that met Mr. Ashmore for the first time, we're going to roll out as well. Another addition to what I like to say is that as you understand, on the day of the launch on the 30th of March, Mr. Ashmore has introduced our Chief Operation Officer of the Dubai office, Mohammed Kamal. He has continuously doing the video, the live from where he is walking the street. Shayet, I believe, is the road, the main arteries to the city, walking those streets, taking a live video of the marketing campaign. Also, he has been in the mall, Dubai Mall, taking doing live video for the marketing campaign from Dubai Mall, the aquarium, the ice rink, and also today he took also pictures and images of the marketing campaign at the theater inside of Dubai Mall. It's out there in his Facebook. If you like to see, you could actually absolutely share. For that, I also took those video, downloaded down, and put it in our YouTube channel as well. I do know that some of you are doing the download from the Julie and Milo show and put it in your channel. Just know that those are the information from Mohammed. And if you could keep his name there just so that it's credited to him and credited to the Julie and Milo show if you are downloading there. Also, another reminder, if you see the image of Bill Musk, Timmy Johnson, John White, everything that everyone, and then also Chris Vaughn, I know there's other artists around the country are creating the images for all of us to use. It would be great if you also keep those accredited to them as well. Keep their title, keep their, their seal on there, just so that you're credited for them, because it takes them a very long time for them to put it out there. Just to the respect of the people that created those images. So those are the things that I like to remind you. And if you are not founders of On Passive, please get back to the person who shared this image, who shared the message, the video on Passive with you, so that you can be part of what we're doing. So that's all from me, Milo. I'd like to send it back to you if you like to bring up anything else, and we could get started with hand raised if any of us here would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Yes, exciting times for us right now, man. Just what's happening, you know, it's kind of quiet right before it's all going to go kaboom, I think, but you know, a little bit quiet, but everything happening around is happening for a reason. It's a beautiful thing. And like William said, you know, the apples are getting ready to fall, you know, so get ready because it's coming, man. And we did have a wonderful time in Boston, you know, and like you said, it, you know, it wasn't all about us, you know, it was about us representing the founders. Every one of you is a big part of this. Make no mistake that if you were a founder, you are just important as anybody, you know, just important as who was there in Boston. Make sure you realize that. It's not about any one person. It's about us as a movement. And that's what's important, you know, in life. So I see we got a hand up, and we were talking a little bit earlier, and I said, William, I said, save that for the show because we want to hear it in the show. So William DeLome, come on down and talk to us, brother.
Hi, Milo. I wanted to talk about your song. Was it Pretty Papers or
Pretty Paper? Yeah, where I wrote a couple extra verses.
Yeah, when you sing that man on the street with, you know, no Christmas dinner. There is organizations where you can go, but he's panhandling. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Now, when you go to a restaurant today, not just this city, it's cities all over the place. You go in for a meal, you got to tip before you go out. Then when you go out, you see the panhandlers there. You got to tip them too. So it gets to be a little bit more than the budget you were trying to spend. So what I'm saying is, it makes you feel really bad to see panhandlers on the street. So what I'm saying is, when like say, for instance, the angel list. Now, when you go out, you send the angels out and you give them money, but what you want to portray to them is that you can, instead of panhandling, you can earn more money than you are per hour. For instance, we're founders, but the resellers list would be a good opportunity for them, and not just to give it to them, but to have them give them an accomplishment, and they can pass it on to others, because the work to rid of poverty on the streets is a big issue, and I don't think we can just do it alone. We need their help. And I think actually they have a lot more ideas than we have. And I think that would be a good way to go. It's like paying it forward, you know? And if we all do it in one unison, united, I think it can be done. And then you can move on to bigger things.
Absolutely, William. I think the same thing. I mean, I do feel like that, you know, when we do bless someone that is down on their luck or unfortunate, you know, because regardless, you know, there's people out there that they don't deserve to be out there. It's by some crazy thing and they get into a funk and it's hard to get out of it. And when we bless someone like that, I do feel that the majority of them, now not all of them, some of them are out there maybe, not doing that, but the majority of them, they're going to give a lot more than we do because they know what it's like. So once you give to them, they're going to give to a whole lot of other people. And guess what? That grows your bucket that you can give to more, and it grows their bucket so they can give to more. I think, you hit the nail right on the head. I think it's a great idea to think forward like that and to pay it forward and to bless people so that they can bless others. So I commend you for that, William.
I have a other idea, what Marty was saying, that you have the heroes on the street handing out blankets, and if we can get a hold of those people, actually bless them to do more work because they're involved on helping those people.
Absolutely. I think we don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's people handing out food. There's people doing things. And that's one of the reasons why I say churches are a great arm for the community.
Yes.
Because churches seem like that they help people in need, and people go to churches when they're in need. So what better way than to bless the church so they can bless the community?
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in that, William.
Yes.
Good.
I also want to add to that, having those people, like their creativity coming out, their accomplishments, and passing it on, like paying it forward to the others. Because just going there and getting something and being helped in something is not everything. I think an accomplishment to bring out what they have, their skills, creativity, all that kind of thing to others is a real awesome, good idea, I think.
Absolutely, because it brings value into their life, it gives them value, it gives them a reason for living, and
Yes.
how to bless people, how they can bless people, and it makes them feel good about themselves. And remember, when you give, the feeling when you give is a lot better than the feeling when you receive. So if they're on the receiving end all the time, that doesn't do a lot for the value for you. You know what I'm saying? But when you can turn around and you can give to someone else, it opens up a whole new value in your life. It makes you feel good. And that's why I think you will see a lot of those people will be, they'll give everything away because they know what it's like. Great points, William. I love your thinking. So let's move on. Julie, you're next.
Yes, Milo. Thank you, William, for bringing that on. I believe Mr. Ashmore Farett has started Oblast since a long time ago, right? But he's introducing it to us months ago, the idea, and he's continued to do that for all of us. I think what his intention also, and this is what I believe, is for us to start working on within ourselves, within our mindset, within ourselves, so that we have the mentality to think about giving to others people. How we are going to do it, I believe we are going to discover it as times go on. And the more apples that's coming, I believe the more, willing, if you already have your mind and your heart together of wanting to give, we have the ability to do that. And in order to do that, we are all doing this together. So just a reminder to everyone, on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Chris Johnson is going to have a 1-hour brainstorm or idea. When we all go to that webinar on Tuesday, we wanted to prepare ourselves of saying, this is my idea, this is what I like to do, this is what I could offer, right? We're speaking that way because I believe I spoke with Chris Johnson, and I know he's listening in, but he doesn't want it to say, oh, I did this. He liked to hear, I like to do this from now on. So all of us, if you are interested in doing that, and I believe that all of us are wanting to do that and wanting to have some idea, and so Tuesday would be a great day. And I love it that when Mr. Ash mentioned about it, I put the form in the back office. We have over 5,000 people have already completed the form. So if you are still interested in involving, getting together with, because at this point, we do know that Chris Johnson has spearheaded that program, right? So if you like to contribute into that program, go to the back office, completed the form. If you have already done so, you don't have to do it again. Go back, completed the form, fill out as much as you can not the idea, but your contribution, right? Your contribution in this project. So when Chris has some idea with the guidance of Mr. Ash move forward, he would know what to do. And so we would use those information to help with him later on. So whatever you could help, please complete the form, go to the Tuesday meeting, and offer your opinion or your idea of what to do. And the more we're contributing to it, I believe the more we're going to make this project more effectively. Okay, so thank you so much for joining on. I know we start talking about Oblast, but we know today is an open mic, open topic. So if you like to talk about other subject as well, please feel free to raise your hands. I see we have Amy Ridaki. Amy, love having you here. Thank you for raising your hands. Please give us your thought.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity. Hi, Milo. Hi, Julie. Everyone.
Amy.
Mike and I have the same thought process. On the other day, we were riding at the back seat of our friend's car and looking out the window, and we kept seeing roofs that were covered with a blue tarp. And we had the idea that somehow maybe we can help them get a new roof when the apples start coming. And then, there's more than one house that needs a new roof. And so we're trying to kind of brainstorm, and how would that work? Would that come out of our own apples, or could that come out of Oblast? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Amy, I do. I mean, I think that the way to do that personally would be to bless them with a spot, and they could get their roof fixed. Everybody could get their roof fixed if you bless them with a spot, and it will pay over and over and over and over. Not only if you started, say, with a spot called roofs, and you put someone under that spot called the roof, okay, now that's going to fund that roof program for you, that project for you. So not only are they going to get the money to fix their roof, but you're going to get more money to give back out to someone else to put them in that spot as a project. So personally, that's the way I would do it. I could see it. Is there a way to do it with Oblast? Yeah, but I'm not sure that Oblast would be the way to go personally myself, because Oblast is more about, if someone's roof blew off and they couldn't, and you gave this compelling story, yeah, you could get that roof fixed in no time with, just founders giving $10 or $15, $20, whatever. But to me, the best way to do it would be to start a project called roofs, if that's something that's dear to you. And that's one of the things that I would like to say is, there is no right way and there is no wrong way. And I don't believe Mr. Ash wants us to feel that way. He's looking for us to figure out how we want to bless people, what we want to do, because when we do that, it's going to encompass a whole lot of things. Because if we're just one person, thinking about only this, well, what about this? What about the roofs? Yeah, we talked about the homeless, but what about the people that have a blue tarp on that need their roof fixed? By giving them a spot, a reseller spot or whatever, that allows that to pay for the spot. And then, then you can, it'll also build that roofing project for you so that you can bless others. Does that make sense? All right. So good to see you on, Amy, and good to see you talking, man. Love to talk to you. And I'll see you again when I come up in Michigan for sure. All right, back to you, Julie.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Milo. Yeah, talking about positions of founders of Unpassive. If you're watching this, we are founders of Unpassive, and we wanted to share the opportunity with other people who are currently not Unpassive founders and who are looking for a home in terms of you know, a business, right? Unpassive is an artificial intelligent information technology company. We do have products. We have multiple products, all the products of Unpassive, all the products that every single one of us in the world in need of these products, whether or not using them for free or using them with the fee. We do have those products as well. We also currently have over 1.2 million customers, resellers around the world. We are a global company. We do have our offices in Hyderabad, India. We do have our admin office in Orlando, Florida. And we also have offices in Dubai as well. So those are the key details that I like to share here. And if you are a new guest joining us today, we welcome you. In order for you to become a founder of Unpassive, you need to get back with the founders of Unpassive and ask them to register for a founder. A founder position is costing $97 one time out of pocket for you to become a founder of Unpassive. Once Unpassive is launched to the world, officially launched to the world, you will need to pay one more package fee, one more fee out of pocket, and then no other fees coming out of your pocket, right? The subscription price after that, 1 year after that, will be coming out of the commission that Unpassive made for you if there's product sold. If there's product sold in Unpassive, there's commission that comes back, and the subscription will be deducted from that commission. So no more money out of your pocket except roughly about under $400, which include the founder position fee and the first time package. So I just wanted to bring in that little information for our guests who are watching today, wondering what we are talking about. What we have been talking about this morning is about one of our product called Bless. Bless is the heart of Unpassive. We do understand that the products of Unpassive will making the amount of income that we need and maybe more than what we need. So Bless is there about to give every single founders, every single one in the world, focusing on humanitarian. Not only that Unpassive focusing on developing the most state-of-art, high end and the top of the top products. We also wanted to use the center of Unpassive, which is Bless, to focusing on lifting up humanity as well. So those are the things that we have been talking about. If you have any questions, or if you are joining us as a guest, if you have questions, or if you have the project that you working on helping and uplifting humanity, we would love for you to raise your hands and share with us as well. We're all coming together to see how we are going to find a way effectively to eradicate poverty, eradicate hunger around the world, and also corrections of the corruptions as well. So that's the reason why we are all here together. So without further ado, I'm just going to send it back to Milo and see if we have anyone that's joining us that wants to say a few words.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. And it's so true. I mean, everything you said, Bless is our, the main thing, but there's a lot of other ways to bless people. There's a lot of other things that we have that we're going to be able to do. And don't let your mind go to just only Bless. Look at the big picture. How can you help humanity. What can you do? How can you do it your way? If it's all right with you guys, I would like to sing an old song for you. Is it okay if I sing a song? All right.
Milo, just wanted to remind you that we are all right now do live stream. A lot of the video that we are putting out has a music that is not copyright, and when it does that happen, YouTube automatically, if we do that so much, they will probably automatically shut down the channel that has a lot of the copyright. So if you do sing, I just wanted to see if we can somehow maybe pause the live stream. I don't know.
Can
Or
we
maybe
pause it, Marty?
I don't think we could when we run it. So yeah, because if it's gonna do too much of those illegitimate,
Well,
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll-
it will be, yeah. It
yeah,
will- it will-
it'll start a new one if I pause it, Milo. It'd be a
Okay,
totally.
that's all right. I'll
Okay.
tell you what, maybe after we're all done, if you guys stay on, we'll shut the live stream down and I'll sing it then. How about
Oh,
that?
there you go. At the end, you could sing away, Milo, and then we'll just shut
There
it
you
off.
go. Because
Yeah,
I
that
think
that
the
would-
song I would like to sing, I want us to think about some things and stuff, but let's plan that for the end of the show. And it could be
Perfect.
the end of the show if no one else has anything to say, but I just want you guys to expand your minds and think it's going to be a good thing and dream. Remember to dream. There's nothing too big to dream about that you can do if you want to do it. You are giving a new lease on life. This is what this is. You're given a new lease on life, and whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to do it. Whatever it is, so it's important for us right now to just dream and whatever we want to help with, whatever we want to change in the world, let's do it because we can do it as a team. Is there anyone else that wants got anything to say, or
I
we
do.
don't have to stay on Old Bless? Marty. All right, come on down. Looks like Marty.
Help, it's me.
Oh, good.
Hey,
You looking good, brother.
Hey, you talk about having a dream and all that. I found myself not too long ago not having one. I mean, I did on passive. I'm doing all the stuff, and somebody asked me, "What do you want?" And I go, "Oh my God." Yeah, I mean, I want a living room and all. I kid about, but I do want that. But I really didn't think about it. I'm talking about everybody else's, but not myself. So
Right.
I understand where people don't know what they want, but you should take the time because Unpassive will change your life. How quick, we're not sure. I would highly recommend, since this is an open mic, that if you can, for the first 6 months, you make a little extra money, reinvest in yourself, buy extra advertisement from the company, let them drive your traffic, slam it for 6 months, and your great grandkids will never work again.
It's a fact.
I really believe that. And it will never be better than the beginning. Never, ever be better than the beginning, at least the first 6 months, maybe a year. So it's something to keep in mind. And remember, they're doing all the hard work. This is the one time you're an expert. All you got to do is pay for it. And the money will be coming from profits. So it's not out of your pocket. And I would do it very heavy in the beginning and whatever you can do. And then you can even make your own page, right? They have Oak Create. And you could create a page with a video or something personal. Say, ask, drive traffic to this. Put a half decent domain name on it and boom, off to the races. You can make many pages, put it on a rotator, find out which one's doing better than the other one, and then just slam that one, whatever. There's a lot of little things that I think if you do it, because I know some people, they talk about, oh, I don't have a big team. That's okay. But at least reinvest in yourself because it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it down the road.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And Marty, the first month that we make money, that's going to be the least amount, or that'll be our smallest check. That will be our smallest check. And in the second month, it's going to be our second smallest check. The third month, it's going to be our third smallest check. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to continue to grow.
It could get to the point, Milo, that we're bringing 1 million people in a day. Now, I know people can't fathom that number, but when you start opening an office in Burj Khalifa, guys, you don't have any idea what a big step that is. I mean, to get there is one thing, but to be the tallest business in the world, I mean, are you kidding me? If somebody asks you, where are you stationed? Burj Khalifa, and let it go. You don't even have to talk about the business. If they're serious, they'll get in.
Absolutely.
It's a big deal, really big deal.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Marty, as well. And I know that you have a lot of wisdom in marketing. I'd like you to stay, please, so that there's a couple more questions that I like to ask you in a bit. But Marty has mentioned about the marketing and the important it is for us to do what we can at the very beginning to drive as much traffic as possible. I do know that a lot of us here who do not have your own YouTube channel, I have put a video out there. Actually, it's unlisted because it's very baby step for people to do. And I did that using an iPhone to start your YouTube channel, upload it. I know, David, you've asked the question in one of, David Alto, you've asked the questions in one of Marty's live. I do have that video. I could send it to you if you need to. And then I know that a couple of people have asked me to do one video using Android phone, and thank you, Lord, I do have an Android phone. This coming week, I will find some time to do to start a YouTube channel using an Android phone. If you like and you are interested in doing that, send me a private message on my Facebook Messenger, and I will definitely get you together and help you as well. And if you like one with the iPhone done, let me know. I have that YouTube video, and it's unlisted. It's only for you to use because it's very slow. It's just baby step. Click here and do this and do that. Just very baby steps. I'm willing to help on that part. And then I'm going to go ahead and send the mic back to Richard. We're going to start addressing some hand raised. And then when we have time, I like to go back in with Milo and with Marty to talk more about, the marketing part of it when on passive launch. All right. Thanks so much, Marty and Milo, to literally bring that topic up. It's another good one for us to literally talk about it. So, Richard, good to see you here. Please go ahead and unmute your mic.
Love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. Oh, bless, I've been here in Sheffield, Alabama since November. And, there's about 6 blocks from here, there's a car wash. What they do is they hire homeless people. And I was talking with them, and they actually at one time even had homes to put the homeless people in, but they're not making enough income. That's the type of organization that I'd like to help, with Obless. And like I was telling the lady, make me a write-up, just make me a write-up of what you stand for, and I'll put it into Obless. But, there's so much homelessness, it's unbelievable. And even police officers, they're kind of even, I was talking to a couple of them, and even they're sad to see that going on. But like they say, too much red tape. We got to get rid of the red tape, get those buildings. I'll leave you all with that, and I love y'all, and big kiss, big hug.
All right, thank you, Richard. You're looking good today. You got the beard going on, the new hair, man. You're looking good. You're looking sharp, brother. Thanks for coming down and talking. Okay, next up we have now I don't know if I can say this name right, but Burris. How's that sound? Burris. Come on down, Burris, and talk to us. Are you here? I don't see you, but I see your hand up. Going once. Going twice. Bertha, okay, we'll come back to him.
Hello, is it
Oh,
me?
okay, there you go. Come on now.
My name is Birgit.
Birgit, okay.
Yeah.
I messed that one up. Birgit.
Yeah, that's okay. But what I have thinking a lot of about recycling. About there are so much garbage in the world. People are throwing things, beautiful, nice things that could use as a redesign. Because it is heaping up with garbage. But what to collect it and to repair it and to make a new design of it, because there are so many. Hello. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
We
Hello?
can hear you, Birgit. We
Okay,
can hear
thank you. Thank you. And there are so many people, employed people in the world, and they do not have anything to do, and youth and stuff. And there are so many skilled people. They have gifts, art. They are, and to raise a center for people to make things on their own. Of these things, and then they can sell it, and then they can get money from it, and then they need to also give a little bit what they earn away to projects. That is what I have in mind. So to keep people away from the streets, and so they can get to do things they are created to do. And even old cars could use, and furnitures, and many things could, and in this center they could have a cafeteria, and if people are skilled to making food, and they can make food and sell also. Yeah. That is what and also if you have clothes that is not useful, you can tear it up, and you can make carpets. You can wove carpets, and you can sell and stuff. Yeah, that is what. And hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you, Bertha.
Yeah, and also support sponsor projects. I will, of course, support that one, because I know many people have projects in India and many places. I know I will support, and also my job, mental retarded and people that is not able to go out and stuff, and to support so they can do a lot of good things outside, not only stay inside. Yeah, that is my heart.
Thank you. Thank you for your idea. We're glad that you are here, Birgit. Also, just remind you that on Tuesday, Chris Johnson is going to have a webinar that talks about specific oblasts. So join him there on Tuesday as well at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks so much for being here. All right.
Thank you.
Moving forward, I just wanted to let you know I put the YouTube link for how to start your YouTube channel, how to download, upload. The very important is when you are watching that, it's very important. It's like critically important, right? Because what I showed you on that video is the link to use to download, and it is the free link. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of pop-up, right? There's going to be a lot of pop-up on there, and if you're not doing correctly, it might bring harm to your computer. So in that video, I said it many times, right? Many times. Do not click on the wrong button, or do not click on the pop-up. So if you like to do that, YouTube right there is for iPhone user, okay? If you are Android user, I will help you this coming week. I will focus on my schedule, and I will definitely make time for you this coming week. And if you like to have that done, you like to attend that Zoom, please send me a message and I make sure I'll schedule and add you into it. All right. That video is right there. Once again, I set the pop up on those sites to download. It's very important. Please do not click on the wrong one. And if you click on the wrong one, it might not do good for your computer. Okay. It's just very important. All right. Thanks so much, Burgith. And Milo, are you calling the next?
No, it's you. It's your turn.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. Check, Torak. Thanks so much for being here. It's nice to meet you. And please go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yes. Hello to everybody. First of all, I want to say thank you to Milo, Nguyen, and Nakamoto, and also Marty DiGarmo for the job you are doing all the time. I mean, the webinar and the information we have from you. So I here to say about Obless. As you can see here, this picture behind me. This is my family at the countryside where I am come from. Now I'm living in Canada, but I'll come from Cuba. It's an island of the Caribbean. I live my whole family live at the countryside. I mean, in the mountain. And I start to help them a long time ago, just giving like shoes, you know, some clothes, some candy to the children. And I see that with Obless, maybe I can help them a little bit more, but I don't know exactly what I have to do in order to help them. I also have a channel in YouTube that I did in order to show how we live there and how we help them with what we have. That is what I want to say for today. And also, sorry, I have on Pacific tutorial channels in Spanish to help people that speak Spanish that already are member in on Pacific, in case I can do something for those one who don't understand a little bit what we do here, what I have learned from all of you. Because even so, if I am not always here, and always watch the webinar later, you know. And I forgot to say, I am in On Pacific for about 3 years and a couple of months. So I'm an old founder. Thanks a lot for this opportunity, and will be good if you can give me an information what to do about Obless to help these people. I mean, my family and other people around them on the mountain, if it is possible. Thanks a lot, and have a happy Sunday, everybody.
Thank you, Chache. Just wanted to see, do you know Heriberto Rivera? It's one of our founder. He also does a lot of the Hispanic videos and TikTok, and I believe he did a presentation on Julian Milo in Spanish as well. So if you like to connect with him, I will connect you with him as well. You know, there's a lot of materials out there, but you know, we do need that. So if you like to, I just saw that you connect with me on Facebook. If you like to connect with Heriberto Rivera, I will connect you both. All right. Thanks so much for being here.
Okay, thanks to you. I already sent you an invitation, but I haven't received you accept me. Not yet. I'm waiting for you.
Absolutely. I have so many, but I saw yours, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Thanks so much for reaching out.
Thanks to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. As far as Old Bless, I know we'll be getting more information as it comes up when it's completely released and how to do it. I'm only guessing at this point, but I believe that the way that it will work is just kind of like a GoFundMe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marty, but I believe it's going to be like a GoFundMe. In other words, you put your story out there, you tell what it is, put it out on Old Bless, and if people want to bless you, they do. They put money in it or whatever. But remember, like I was saying, that's not the only game that we have. As far as you blessing people over in Cuba, remember, if you buy them a spot, you buy them a reseller spot, they become part of that. You could call it Cuba. You could have a spot called Cuba, and you buy them a spot, and all of a sudden they come in and they start blessing other people. Because remember, the apples are going to start falling to them. Then once the apples fall to them, make sure you teach them and say, hey, I'm going to bless you, but when you get it, make sure you pay it forward too. And when we all start doing that, this thing is going to grow so big, so fast. And in your case, you're blessing someone in a country that there is not a lot going on for them right now. Remember, they probably, I don't even know, do they have internet over there? No internet, and they have no phones.
There is internet, but in the city, the Wi-Fi is, and for example, in the small city, there is a park, and there is Wi-Fi internet for people. So sometimes they have to go from the mountain to the little town to communicate, But what I do is, for example, when I go on vacation, I try to catch or to buy as many things as I can. And then when I go there, I share with them, because in the country, we need many things to work the land, and we don't have it. So we work with all stuff. I mean, for a long time, for example, we have, I don't know if we say in English, machetes, like to cut tree and many things. So the most of them, they have one for more than 20 years. To buy a new one, maybe there is a place to buy it, but it's really, really expensive. So what I do is when I can, I try to get some money, or when I have some money spare, when I go on vacation to see my family, I try to give present to the people, to my family, and to the people around there. So I know I don't give a lot, but at least I give something to each of them that I have contact with, But it's a little bit difficult to communicate. Just this way, I told you, they have to come to the little park in the town. I know it's complicated, but I try to do something in order to help. I do what I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just. I love your point, but let's go someplace else with your thinking. Okay, you're talking about you're giving them this, you're giving them that, and which is great. Okay. Now remember, this is what I want everyone to understand. Here's a guy who's from a place that doesn't have internet, they don't have phone, they don't have a banking system, they have no money, they have nothing. Okay. Expand your thinking and let's dream a little bit. What happens when Own Passive launches? And Own Passive is overhead. So 100% of the world will get Own Passive, will get the internet. Okay. Once they have the internet, is it possible that you buy them a spot, someone buys a spot, and all of a sudden they're able to buy a phone? What does that do for them? Well, number one, that allows them to get onto the internet wherever they are. If they want to buy a machete, they can buy a machete. They can do whatever they want to, because now they have a banking system. Remember, our old wallet is like a world bank. It's all of these problems that the world has right now, I believe that Own Passive is gonna solve a lot of them. When we talk about right now, the internet is only got, there's only 59.2% of the world gets the internet right now. There's people in Cuba who don't get it unless they go to the park, okay? But what happens when they get it up in the mountains and they're able to get money because, or Apple's, because they have a phone, they have a banking system. Now, if you give them that, that's a much bigger gift than getting them a machete, because now they can get their own machete. Does that make sense to you? I mean,
yeah, it makes, but for the moment it doesn't work in Cuba, and I don't know if On Pasiva is really gonna beat in Cuba, because the problem there is the main office, I think, is in the United States, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it doesn't work with Cuba. I mean, business between government, it doesn't work. So we have to do it between us,
Okay.
So the internet, I don't know if we are gonna be able to bring On Pasiva internet to our country. If we can do that, wow, that will be super amazing.
Marty, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the internet will be every place in the world, correct? I mean, it's going to probably eliminate a lot of these places.
Absolutely. I mean, it will expand. I mean, that's part of the future. Yeah, it will be everywhere.
That's why it's going to change the world. It's amazing.
It won't happen overnight, but
right.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And we think, and I mean all of us, we think too small. You got to know it's gonna happen. Right now, 5.6 billion out of just under 8 billion people on the planet. There's a big markets that don't have internet right now. And
absolutely,
you open that up and boom. Listen, if I were you, and you can, yes, you can buy machetes, but if you could get a couple positions for family members and you run it for them, the money that comes out of that, you can give to them.
But that's mean I have to pay for them too, in order to have that positioning as a founder. I already have about 4, in order to help them. But if I buy it for them, I have to pay it for them too, because they don't have money to do that.
No. I understand. How much is a hatchet?
How much?
How much is a hatchet? Machete.
I don't know exactly. Right now, I don't know exactly what is the price. Just for example, today I received a video from them there. They say it is expensive to buy it because the money they get from the work they do is not enough to buy another thing. It's just for living. I mean, buy thing in order to live. But they didn't. But I can ask them, I mean, to know it for the next time. But right now, I don't have the exactly answer how much does it cost.
But either way, when the company launches, you'll have more money to help them.
Yes.
And at that point, you can open up a reseller position for them because you'll have the money, and then start creating money for your relatives.
Yes, that's why I have 4. I know with 4, we have a lot for everybody.
Oh, you can buy all machetes you want.
Yes, I'm sure that is what I want to do. And thanks a lot for your advice, Marty and Milo, and the other things, for listening to me, this history. I hope you don't get tired. Listen to me.
But remember, when you buy them a reseller spot, that opens it up for them to buy someone else a reseller spot. And then 2 more people buy reseller spots. It's going to grow your spot and grow their spot both. And everyone's going to be happy. That is the beauty of On Passive.
That's nice.
Keep in mind, like Milo's saying, you buy your family a reseller spot, you tell them, don't pay me back, buy a spot for someone else when you have the money.
Okay.
When you have the money, and tell them to do the same. And then let me tell you what happens to you. The money you put out for the reseller spot, you're getting back 1,000 times.
Absolutely.
Right? So it's a win-win. you're
Yes,
going to
yes.
win. If you
I
help
see.
them, you win. You help more, you win bigger. It's delayed, but you will, that initial night, whatever it is, will be a joke. You will make way more than that. And at the same time, you're building your team. It's a win-win.
Okay, thank you. I got it.
All right, that's beautiful, Marty. Great, Chad, great questions. All right. All right, next up we got Armin. Come on down, Armin, and talk to us, brother. Armin Hogue, are you there? Hello, hello. All right.
Here I am.
Okay, there you are. All right.
Let me shut this other unit off. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you really loud.
I
really
can hear
loud.
you in China. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can turn your mic down a little bit, that would be great.
Well, I don't know. What did you just say? Milo, good to see you.
I said if you can turn your mic down, it would be better. You're almost.
That might be just my voice.
Oh, maybe it is. We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
I worked under a roller system for 30 some years. And my ears are kind of, anyway, that's another story. I appreciate you guys. You're all wanted, needed, and loved. You're a wealth of information I need. And I've never had a computer in my life. Hello, Terry. And next thing you know, 10 months ago, I joined my morale had changed from a great accident, and Francesca Horbe called me, and now I'm an on-passivian, like you guys, and I'm so amazed, really. But I got a learning problem because I've never had a computer, and I'm trying to learn this laptop and all this stuff from on passive, and it's quite overwhelming, actually. But I do not know. It might be too late for me because I cannot send anything to prospective on passivians. I don't know how to trim. I don't know how to. Even my laptop does not have a YouTube app. It's a HP Windows 10, but so I don't have the YouTube app on my laptop apparently. But I have it. I have it professionally. I have great knowledge of my Samsung Galaxy S. I can get into YouTube. I can get into on passive and everything else like that. But once it comes to my laptop, it's a different thing. So I've reached out to some people, but you know what? It's frustrating when you're trying to teach somebody who's never had a laptop or a computer in their life. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too loud. And just learning this stuff is pretty overwhelming, and I feel so disappointed. My disappointment is for Mr. Ashmafura, because he wants us to bring people in, but I can't bring people in. I can't learn virtually on my own because I don't know where to look. I don't know how to learn. If you show me a format, I can follow it. But
Okay.
I don't seem to have the format and everything catching up here. So like, I don't know how to trim. I don't know how to send out stuff. And it is frustrating trying to teach somebody like me who's never had anything. And it's just a labyrinth of what do I do next?
All right, Armand, let me tell you one thing. Let's do something right now that's going to help you out. You see that button in the, are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on both right now because I'm running back and forth to the kitchen to get.
Okay, go to your computer and down in the left-hand corner, you're going to see a button that says, that's got a speaker on it and it says mute. Click on that arrow right next to that.
Well, if I do that, I'm going to have to leave this webinar, I think.
No, you won't. Just go down the bottom left-hand corner. Do you see the microphone down there?
Yeah.
Okay, see the arrow right to the right of the microphone? Click on that. Okay, now it's going to bring up a box that says all kinds of things, and see the very bottom one says audio settings.
Right.
Okay, click on that.
Thank you.
Okay, now you're going to see a thing that says microphone. You see that?
Not yet.
Okay, you should, if you clicked on audio settings, it brings up a pop-up and it says speakers and microphone. You see it?
I see it says speaker, 2 high definition audio device.
Yep. Down below that, it says microphone. Do you see microphone?
It says test mic.
Yep. Down below that, it says automatically adjust microphone volume. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, right.
Click that button.
Yes,
Click it.
I've done that.
Okay, good. Now let me hear you talk.
Pardon me.
Okay.
I had something go down the wrong too.
It sounds so much better. I can't believe we just fixed your microphone.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, it sounds so much better. You're not over modulating. You're not, it doesn't sound like you're screaming. What do you guys think? Did that help? Yeah, I see some nodding heads and some, so that's one thing, okay? The second thing, what you want to do is, and I don't want to go through this all on here right now, but go to your back office. You know how to get into your back office?
Yeah, let me get out of this settings.
Well, we're not going to do it now. All you got to do is go into your back office, and there's on the side, there's a thing that says My Links. You click on My Link, and you go to
Link 50.
Link 50.
If I may, I went into the virtual office or the back office. I just like to call it the office, but
Sure.
I went into the office and I tried that. I tried to send link 50. I copied it and I tried to send it to my sponsor, and it was like nothing was happening when I entered send.
Okay, so
And I tried 3 times.
here's what you do. You can do it multiple ways. And this is this is not just for Armin, for anyone on the thing. If you want to send it out by a text message, which I recommend text messages. Do you know like 91% of texts get open and like 30% of emails get open and maybe 60% of direct messages? But go to link 50, copy it. Okay, then you can just paste it into your browser, or you can paste it into your direct message. That way you can copy it into your phone. Once you get it into your phone, save that, because all you got.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I lost you.
Okay, so all you got to do is copy it and then paste it into a new window. Do you know how to do a new window on your computer?
No.
Okay, if you go to the right of the window that you're on, up at the very top, there's a tab and there's a plus up there. There's a plus. If you click that plus, that's a new window.
Could you excuse me 1 second? I can't hear. I gotta plug in the headphones.
Okay,
I'm
no
so
problem.
sorry. Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so go to right on the top. You'll see a plus up.
Okay, now I can hear you. Sorry.
See a plus up there. Click on that plus, and then it will open up a new window. And
I don't see. Oh, plus. Okay.
Yep.
There.
Click
Yep.
on the plus. Now all you do is click into that and you paste. Once you paste it, that's going to bring up what you're sending to everyone else.
I think you're way ahead of me, my friend.
Okay.
That's why it's so frustrating.
I tell you what, do this. Just I'm on Facebook, Nashville Milo. You send me a direct message and I'll give you a step-by-step on it. Okay. But it's very easy to do. You want to send out link 50. You can send it out to anyone. I recommend text messaging. All right. Thank you so much, Armin. Send me a direct message and I'll get with you rather than tying up the things right now. All right, and let's back to you, Julie. Julie, are you here? Julie's gone. Okay, that's okay. Mr. Trevor Peters, come on down, brother.
Fantastic day to all you beautiful founders. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good, good. You know, since Burj Khalifa announcement, the energy has just been running so high here in On Passive. I mean, we have so much hope for everything that we're going to add collectively for humanity. And one of the things that's got me really kind of thinking how each and every one of us can play our part is using the oh bless as like the threshold to introduce the rest of the On Passive products to people. And what that entails, especially with like Academy, a lot of the houseless folks that are out there got that way through, you know, maybe mismanagement of finances and stuff like that. The basic necessities that we can offer to people through these tools, and actually, if you will, teaching them how to fish using the On Passive skill set and having it portrayed in a way that is very easy to understand, kind of like the step-by-step that you were going to do there for Armand there, Milo. And if we can do things of that type of manner and that methodology so that we get the real world skills, you know, teaching people how to balance their checkbooks and other type of methodologies, you know, maybe it's learning how to grow a plant or grow some food. You know, there's people out there that have these knowledge and skill sets available that they can share on and using the tools that On Passive has. And, you know, it's at your learning pace. And what it's kind of expanded to me is that each of us have a different background. And, you know, somebody might want to learn a little bit about the 3D printing that we were talking about a few years ago. I mean, a few weeks ago, not years. And so that may be something that, you know, somebody might have interest in. Another person might be interested in, you know, the technology that it takes to be able to provide a webinar to everyone. Not everybody has the same skill sets, and having all of this available on a place like Academy and utilizing the other tools that On Passive has, man, this really is going to change the world, and it's going to be one person at a time at their level that they're able to learn it at. And I'm just so happy Ash has kind of put this together in a way that's going to be simple yet filled to the brim with technology from the very top. You know, Burj Khalifa is the display that they had on the side of that. I mean, imagine the amount of technology that went into that so that we could all visualize and experience that. All the billboards that are going around in Dubai with On Passive name on them right now. I mean, we're going to be able to do that ourselves in different places around the world. And it's just going to be so awesome. You know, I'm so proud to be a founder. And I thank each and every one of you for joining this journey with us. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got today.
Absolutely. That's great stuff there, Trevor. And it is true. And when we get, you know, that step by step or whatever, it's going to be easy for us all to do. And we will be able to change the world because of what we're going to be able to do. You know, there's really no limits. It's unlimited. That's the cool thing about the On Passive. If you can think it, you can do it. You know, it's just a matter. I used to say when I sold, one of the reasons I got a lot of sales, and I'll be honest with you, I got sales that I shouldn't have got, but I would always say, they would say, well, can you do that? I said, we can do anything. It's just a matter of time and money. And that's what it always comes down to, is time and money. If you got the time and you got the money, you can figure it out. It's just a matter of figuring it out at that point. So I see Julie is back. Julie, do you have anything to say?
Sorry, Milo and everyone, I had an emergency phone that I had to pick up, but we are all here with one vision and with the passion that we all have. No matter how you want to use OBLES, or no matter how you want to use it on passive positions that we have, I believe that right now on passive positions, the founder position, it's still available. If we have the ability to do that and designate that to OBLES, it's more for OBLES, more for humanitarian, right? For projects that we are doing. Now, we all have an idea. I would like to suggest something, and I know I don't have the knowledge of all of it, but I would suggest something really quick. If you do have an idea of what you want to do, I would encourage every single one of us to write it down and expand on that idea, right? For example, if you have an idea of building, and we discussed this in the Vietnamese webinar this morning. One of the founders started to tell the story of how the children have no way to go across from the lake in order to attend school. So what they do is they have to swim down from that lake or that creek and then pack an extra dry clothes and books in a bag, water resistant bag, in order to cross that river and then go to on land and change to new clothes and go to school. And that's how they do in Vietnam. Some of the cities, some of the town, they are doing that. So the suggestion was saying, we're all going to have to do something to build at least a bridge across that river, so that all the teachers can go across from that river to be able to go to school or church and attending that. So my suggestion to them is, great, we wanted to build this, but how we are going to build it. So I suggested the founders that we can write those plans out. Gather the team right now, right? Gather the team right now, write the plan, improve on the plan, work on the plan, and do it now. Don't wait till OBLES to come out and do that, right? We all should do it now. If you have a plan of wanting to do, an idea to do, write your plan down. How are we going to start? How much time, how long do you estimate the time to be able to get that project done? How much money do we need? Write it all down, right? And once you write it all down, when on passive launch and OBLES launch, we already have that plan. I call it a business plan. I call it a OBLES plan. At that time, we will be able to submit that plan and be able to get the fund if we don't have enough. Remember, when Mr. Ashmore launched OBLES for the very first time, he has shown us a form where we all can submit the plan and make sure it's verified, it's a legitimate idea, the legitimate cause. And then there are over 1 million of us. Imagine if we need $10 million for a project. All we need to do is put $10 or $2, every single one of us. I believe within 48 hours or 72 hours, we submit a plan, a project, we'll be able to do that, right? Not only that OBLES itself, but our own OBLES, right? For example, Milo have been saying a lot, get a position for any causes that you want to do, every single causes that you want. Milo has the founder position for, cancer, for classmates, for the homeless, for all of that. We all can do that. Now, we got to think about this though. We spend $197 for a founder position, and then there is a initial package. So plan that, right? Even if you don't have the $400 or whatever that amount right now, we can still get an OBLES or get a founder position. And when the main account income comes, we can use that and pay for initial package for the rest of it. So whatever that we are doing, I believe we all really write it down, make a plan, work on your plan, and then carry out the plan when we have the fund to do so. So that's my suggestion, Milo. And I believe every single one of us do have a dream of helping something. And even if you don't, I don't. I have one, but I don't have the exact plan how to do it. But I pray every day to receive that wisdom that comes and direct me to wherever needed. And that's exactly how I do it on my way. At the same time, I'm so glad to be part of Oh Blessed so that we all can carry out together. All right. Thank you so much. Now, I see that my California angels are in the house, Terry Thompson and Sherry Dursaway. I like to bring the two angels on. If Terry, I know Terry is on camera right now. Sherry's on her laptop. She has written something down. We do have an event coming up. And Milo, if I could introduce the ladies and have them talk a little bit about our event coming up on the 16th. Terry Thompson, glad you're here with us. And Sherry, welcome. Thank you for the note in the chat, Sherry. But Terry, please go ahead and talk to us about what's going on.
Hey, thank you, Julie. Hi, Milo. Thank you for having me. April 16th, next Saturday, we are having another live get-together, spring into action on passive meeting get-together, and it's a celebration presentation. So it's for all founders in the area or around in the LA, Santa Paula area. And we encourage you to invite new prospects as well. Anybody interested, bring them along. We're going to have food, fun, everything. It's going to be a little of both. We're going to talk about everything that we've witnessed, in the last couple of weeks, especially, but we're also going to present to new founders or possibilities. And it starts at noon. Come a little early. We want to get started on time. We're going to stream it live. It's hosted by Leon Holiday and presented by our beautiful Julie and Sherry Dershua and myself. And it's just a great get together. We have flyers and we could get them to you as well for the address and so forth. And come, bring everybody. It's gonna be a great time. I can't wait to sort of celebrate and present. We have such exciting times ahead of us. So hope to see all of you there, spring into action with On Passive. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate you. Now, next Saturday, April 16th, Terry has saying at noon, that means noon California time. That means it is 3 p.m. Eastern time. Now, we are still having the Julie and Milo show at 2 p.m. Eastern time for an hour or so. Milo is going to be doing that himself. I'm going to be traveling to there. It's probably I'm coupling with Sherry and Terry with her family also. Traveling there is about 2 hours from all of us, but we're going to get there and then we are going to chime in from the live event. And if you're joining us that day, it might be a longer, it's going to be probably longer meeting, the Julie Milo show for 1 hour. And then we chimed in from there. We're going to also do live streaming as well. At that time, we'd love for you to be chiming in if you're not in that area. I do understand that the OPRO Tech meeting is going to be right after, but we are not promising that we are going to have it done by that time. So I believe either Marty and Lynn has already talked about that. If not, we could discuss that later on if we could somehow, because I'm not promising that we will finish on at the same time or at the right time so that they can start the webinar. So they will discuss that and they will absolutely will announce that for you, for all of us. So if you are founders of On Passive, please stay plugged in. Webinar tab is one of them. And then also all the YouTube's On Passive YouTube, the major YouTube channels out there, please stay plugged in. We do know that Red Redfern, Marty, Chris Johnson are doing live on Passive 360. It's on Wednesday. Myself, Julie, and the Angels in California are going to have our live also on Friday. Usually I put it out probably about an hour or so before we get started. It's widely shared, all these lives, and YouTube. So we do appreciate you plugging in, and we do appreciate you jumping on here every week, twice a week, to support the Julie and Milo show. And we appreciate all of our viewers around the world. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you, Terry and Sherry, for continuously support and working together with Leon and other people around the world, around California, to make a live meeting event every single month. I think we skipped 1 month, but we are continuing to do that. Sherry, I noticed your mic is on. I'd like you to say a few words also, Sherry.
Yes, first of all, I want to thank everybody. You know you are all important in this world. So please don't forget that, whether somebody puts you down or they don't put you down. I know this has nothing to do right now with what we're talking about, but to me that is important, because you are important in this world. So don't forget it. You're important whether somebody says you're not or you are. Just know that you are important. You mean something to somebody. And on passive, that's what this is about, meaning something to somebody. And Ashbafar has brought all of this together, which came from a higher power. Now, that's all I have to say with that. Now, with the amazing event that we're going to have, it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to meet newer people. I love that, meeting new people and meeting new founders who have maybe just joined us, or we haven't got to meet because of whatever situation is going on. So it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to have fun. Don't hesitate to bring people out, even though you don't live in the area. Send them our way. We'll take good care of them, and we will have refreshments and some FOOD and also FUN. Fun, fun, fun. That's all I have. This is amazing. Thank you. I love you guys, all the pieces. And please don't forget, you are important in this world. God bless.
Thank you, Sherry. You are important to many of us, Sherry. I love a lot of the videos you're putting out there via Bill Must video. Thanks so much for doing this with us. And yes, we are doing it, and we wanted to encouraging you, every single one of us, in every single one of you in other areas. Please, 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 if the opportunity allow and it is safe to do so, please get together with founders in your local area. I guarantee you it's all love and compassion when you all get together and hug founders around the world. I know Sherry and I started the meetup probably over a year now, and we are continue to do that. So we're encouraging you, if you can do that, do it, get together with founders. I guarantee you it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun as well. So Milo, I'm sending it back to you, Milo. You're muted, Milo.
Bingo. I think I got it.
Yes.
All right. Oh man, it was good talking about all this stuff today, and I know we were gonna try, me and Marty, to talk a little about some stuff, but I do want to maybe close it down by at least 3:50 or 2:45, so that we can close the live stream off. And if you guys will stay on, I want to sing a song, and I want to say some last words to you about 15 minutes or whatever. But Marty, we were talking about the advertising and stuff like that. I love the idea of what you said, and it's so important. It's important to be consistent, but it's important, that first 6 months, I believe, if we look ahead, anything you can do to get extra traffic to you or whatever, it's going to be a huge thing for you. Now, a lot of people maybe don't know about marketing and stuff like that. But I'm sure you have done, and I have done, some affiliate marketing before. And if you realize that we can take a page, we can build a page, and what is the biggest thing that before would never happen? You didn't know how to drive traffic to it. They give you all the tools. They give you a website. They give you the product. They say, hey, you're going to sell it for this amount. And I don't care what you want. It's out there. If you check JV Zoo, ClickBank, or Warrior, You know, they have products that if you want to do yoga, if you want to do how to play the guitar, if you want to do how to sing or how to keep your finances in line, they're all out there. I think a person could do that and do it. But I mean, the truth of it is, I think you have to be passionate about it. That, to me, that would just be like a side job or something, because I'm passionate about it on passive. So I really don't think you honestly need anything other than that. But if you did, that would be a way to go. Do you agree with that? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Or even if you like crafts and you make crafts, because you could do that on Connect and drive traffic to that and have people come in from Facebook, and you could do a live stream every day and show how to make stuff. My wife goes to this Facebook thing every day, and I thought, man, come to find out the lady's got like 100,000 followers. So I sent her some information to get her on passive, because she can bring those people over into Connect down the road, and then she'd have customers that have money, and then she would have money and probably change everything she's doing. But she's interested. But yeah, no doubt, there's anything you want to do. And remember, the hardest thing online is getting traffic. The hardest of all is getting targeted traffic. Yeah, anybody can get traffic. The problem is, if you are bringing people to your site that don't want what you have, you might as well not bring them to your site. For one thing, you're paying for it, and they have no intentions on buying anything. With AI, targeted traffic, they learn the customer's buying habits. They know what the customer wants. And once they know, they will put in their face what the product is they want. And then they will explain the product to them and then work with them until they pay or unsubscribe. And that will go on every second of every day. Thousands and thousands of different websites that the company made for you. So it's amazing what's going to happen. And what happens with AI driven traffic is it learns how to get better every day. So every day the marketing becomes better, more efficient. It will find out exactly the buying habits of millions of people. And it's going to be, I think we're going to be amazed at what could happen. I really do.
Absolutely. And Marty, the system that has been built, I've been saying all along, hey, be consistent, be consistent. Now, how much more consistent than you be when on passive starts, that it builds you a sales funnel every day, 365 days a year. It doesn't take breaks. It's hard for us to do that, to be that consistent, because we have things going on in our life. But Ash has really set this up for us. And I think one of the things I really love about this, there's no that you got to do this or you got to do that. He doesn't want that. He wants everybody to be me. Do it your way. Do whatever you want to do and whatever you're passionate about, because when you do that, it's more important, I think. What do you think of that?
No, absolutely. I mean, for me, on passive is what I want to build. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything I'm thinking about. But that doesn't stop you from doing things that you might have fun doing. Right. You can bring people in, like Milo loves music, and having people come in. Look, if you're going to get paid to help people get their music across, I don't think that's a bad thing. It sounds like fun to me. And that could go on for everybody here. I was looking at with the targeted traffic, it displays videos and ads to people across the devices using machine learning, right? So it's learning as it's showing them what's going on. The network lies in fact that it targets real humans, understands their inside and outside before they're actively looking at the ad. So it knows people's responses and will keep learning. So the next time the ad goes out, which could be seconds later, it's a little better, and then a little bit better, and then a little bit better. And when I did marketing, a lot of people were lied to, and that's what bothers me about MLM. People would bring in maybe 2 or 3 opt-ins a day. right? Most people here haven't even done that. You'll starve to death doing that. You need to bring in 200 or 300 people a day, at least, looking at your site. I mean, when we started on Passive Nation here, we had 250 opt-ins a day, every day, targeted. But the problem was, it took me 3 months to get targeted traffic. During those 3 months, we're spending money, a lot of money. And you have to fine tune. And when you fine tune, you're sweating. Why? Because if you make the wrong move, your target gets denied, or your traffic, your website gets denied. You lose all that traffic, and you got to start from scratch. With AI, none of that happens. None of that happens. They're going to go out. They're going to be smart. They don't sweat. It don't sleep. And they're going to be slamming pages out every second. And trust me, people will come online by the millions going, what is on Passive? And most of these people work online, or at least they think they're working online. And when they find out they can have all these tools and get all this traffic from one package, they're going to pass out. There's going to be MLM people coming in by the millions. I really believe that, because if they're going to see what I saw, they're going to see it. They got to see it. It's cheaper, higher quality, AI induced. You won't say no. Nobody's going to say no. No one.
And those people, they will come in under someone, you know, because you have to come in under someone. Now, remember, some of these MLM guys, for them to bring 100,000 in is a matter of a click of a button. So what happens if one of those guys sign up on your page and all of a sudden they say, boom, and they send their text out to 1 million people and only 100,000 of them come in? Is that going to help you? It's exciting stuff, Marty.
Yep, every day something like that could happen. You could go to bed one night with zero in your wallet, get up the next day with $20,000, $50,000. Now, I know that's far-fetched, but I'm just telling you,
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Yeah, I believe it'll happen.
And I think a lot of us are thinking too much, right? We are thinking way too much and worry too much and fear too much, right? For me, this is the easiest business that I ever been in, right? On Passive, it's the most simplest business. It's the easiest business that I've ever been in. And the business that I don't have to put the effort in, you know? What did Mr.
Everything's done for you, Julie. Absolutely everything. I even hear people say, how am I going to build a good page for them to click on? You're not building the page.
No.
You're not doing any of it. They're going to do it. They're going to put your link in. There'll be hundreds of pages out there, thousands, and a rotator putting a different link in every page.
Right.
Every second, every minute that the rotator goes. You don't have to do nothing. The customer has a question, you don't have to answer it. They just get in your downline, and the next day, if you've got more money, they'll say, you got a commission from this. And that'll happen every day, every second, every minute. And you can take the money out right then. You could wait. I mean, my gosh, yeah, you don't do anything, nothing.
Exactly. And a lot of people have sent a private message asking, do you know when is the marketing campaign started? Did you know it started the day that you sign in and become a founder of OnPassive? That's a marketing campaign of OnPassive. It's already started it, right? The big thing has started. And here's a thing though. If you go into your back office and you have the link number 50, when you open that link and you click on learn more or become founder of OnPassive, click on it, it will be your directly link, you know, your company, your business, right? Now, if you going to close that one down, clear all the history, right? And then go in and say onpassive.com, right? And when you click on become a founder, it's another person, right? It's not yours, it's another person. Now imagine someone have seen the marketing campaign in Dubai in those LED screen and see onpassive.com, they click on it and it happened to be your link. They sign up, it goes into your business. That's your new customer right there.
Absolutely. Listen, what you saw in Dubai is the biggest campaign on the planet ever. Right now it says on passive.com. It can change just with a push of a button. When packages are ready, it can change with a push of a button. Founders are signing up right now in on Passive under founders this very minute. So you know, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger.
Absolutely. I love it, Marty. I love it, man. If you don't think you're in the biggest thing that's going, man, think again. I see we got one hand up. Let's get to Chris, and then Julie, maybe we'll close it down after that one. Chris, come on down, brother.
I'm not turning my camera because I'm full of must and dust here. Let me tell you something, Marty Garmo. You got me fired up. I'm bouncing off the walls right now. I just called Bill Musk and said I want a YouTube made from what Marty, Julie, and Milo were just talking about for the last 10 minutes. And when this YouTube is made, guys, I want you to blast it to your teams. I want you to blast it out to because everything he just said is what Impassive is going to do for you. And you have no idea. I stopped doing what I was doing. I hit my head on the ceiling because I jumped so high. Guys, that's what Impassive is about. That's what it means when it's all done for you. Stay fired up. My God, I hope Bill Musk is paying attention. I want to get this out, what Marty just said. Very, very important to let people know is what Impassive will do for you. Marty Garmo, Milo, Julie, thank you. I'm going back to sanding and puttying again. Bye.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
He needs to cut back on the drinking, Milo. You know what I mean?
What a guy. What a guy. Love that guy. Love him. All right, Julie. Hey, it's been great having you guys on the show. Remember, we're going to close down the live. Once we close down the live, I got something else I want to tell you, and I want to sing a song for you. So, Julie, take it away.
Thank you, Milo. I wanted to add another point too, is that Mohammed Kamal has been doing the live from Dubai Mall, from the main street to Khalifa Tower, around the surrounding area of Khalifa Tower. Imagine this, every 5 minutes on Passive have minimum of 15 seconds popping onto one of those, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people are looking at that. Now, think of the power of massive action, right? That is exactly what Mr. Ash and On Passive is doing. Massive, massive, massive action. And did you know that it costs probably 15 seconds? I bet you it's probably over $2 million to have run those 15 seconds of advertisement. Now, ask yourself, if you have a business, do you pay for those advertisements? If you want to advertise on those billboards and those LED screen, absolutely you do. Do we have the fund to do it? No, we don't. That's why On Passive is doing that for us. It's a done deal. It's the business that is already done for us. It's already there. Money has already spent. Marketing campaign has been running since the day that you sign on. All you gotta do is share it to other people. It's the simplest business I've ever seen that is done for us, right? So why worry? Why think? Why have negative thoughts? And why have fear running in your mind? Remove those. Thank you, Sherry, for bringing it up. You are the important key factor of On Passive. Without you sharing, there's one less sharing to the world of On Passive. So if anyone ever said anything that's not good about you, rise above it. Follow the light, follow your passion, and continue to share On Passive with you, because you are important and you are the key factor in On Passive. Just remember that. Don't let anything that bother you. Don't let the fear, because the fear isn't the fear, it's what under it. It's how you feel, how you take that fear inside of you. So rise above it, focus on the beacon of hope that we all have, and continue to share On Passive. Thank you everyone for coming to support the Julie and Milo show. Thank you everyone who are watching the Julie and Milo show via YouTube, on all the YouTube channel. We appreciate you. Remember, without you, there is no Julie and Milo. We appreciate you from around the world. Please take care of yourself and take care of others. Good night from Orange County, California.
Good night from Nashville.
Thank you
I'm
so
from
much,
Canada.
Marty.
Thank
Marty,
you,
thank you.
Marty.
Lynn Komodo, thank you. Please go ahead and close this live stream so that Milo can put on his beautiful.
Milo, give me the host back so I can shut it
Oh,
off. and
I'm sorry. Okay,
I'll give it right back to you.
you got it. Let me
Thank you
see.
so much, Marty, for always support us.
Stop thanking me, Julie. I do it. I love doing it. Don't
Thank
worry about
Marty,
it.
the host. Yes, there he is. All
For
right,
supporting
Marty.
us as well.
You should have it.